Hello, everybody. I hope that you're doing well. I'm excited just to say welcome into the Christmas season. We are into December, and it is here. Merry Christmas. It's going to be here before we know it. So as this is going to be a busy month for us as a church. So I wanted to take a few minutes, kind of go behind the grove. That's what we call this feature that we usually post out on Wednesdays. Sometimes it's a testimony, sharing stories of things that God's doing in people's lives. Sometimes we just step into sharing some information for you that's important. So with us heading into an exciting yet a busy month for us as a church, I wanted to touch base on a few things and make sure that you're in the loop as we jump full swing into this Christmas season. It feels shorter this year with Thanksgiving coming so late. So I want to make sure that you're in the loop on a few things. So I'm just going to hit through these really quick. This will be a fairly short and brief video, but hopefully this will help you to know a little bit more about what's going on and also think about how you can take your next steps in the midst of these things. First thing is I want to give big shout out and big thank you. If you were here this past weekend, this past Sunday, you saw our building decorated and ready to go for Christmas. If you weren't here this past Sunday, hopefully you'll be here with us this Sunday and you'll be able to see the decor around the building. So a big shout out to Kelly and Craig Cantrell, Tom and Kathy Muse, Paula Campbell. I know you all played a part in seeing our church building become decorated and look great for Christmas. They did an amazing job with that. So thank you to you, to all of you. And for those of you, if you know them within our church, be sure you tell them thank you. I know they're not looking for thanks, but I want to make sure that they get recognized and that you know who it is that made all that happen. So make sure you show your appreciation to them. Now, coming up this Sunday, we're kicking off our Christmas teaching series. It's going to be a quick 3-week series, but I'm excited about it. It's called Oh What Fun. And the Christmas season is supposed to be a lot of fun, and there's so many things that bring joy and excitement and fun with that. But there's also, on the other side, there are things that can very easily zap the fun from us. So knowing that Jesus came to give us life and give it abundantly, his birth was kind of a behind-the-scenes, not a lot of fanfare, kind of humble beginning. And I think in that there's an element of peace and calmness that he wants us to experience, not just in this season, but in our lives as we move beyond the Christmas season. So we're going to be talking about how to just enjoy life to the fullest and abundantly in this Christmas season, but also moving beyond and just thinking about what that looks like in our relationship with Jesus, not just on Sundays, but as we live, work, and play. So I'm excited to kick that off. This Sunday, we'll also be celebrating baptisms this Sunday, so come ready just to celebrate life change. There is nothing more fun as a church than getting to celebrate life change. So excited to kick off our new series with baptism coming up this Sunday. So don't miss it. It's going to be great. I'm excited to celebrate that. Rolling into December 15th. That is our Ugly Sweater Sunday, so I want to encourage you, if you're into the ugly sweater thing, wear an ugly sweater. And our Grove kids will also be singing and doing some stuff during the service. And so I want to encourage you to come be a part of that. We'll also be commissioning our mission team that's going to Kentucky at the beginning of 2020. We'll be doing that at the end of the service on December 15th. So a lot of things that's going to be happening after the service. Our kids ministry is having their Happy Birthday Jesus kids ministry party. So if you're planning to stick around for that, don't forget about that. Make sure that you RSVP. You can do that on Sunday morning or by just emailing us into the church office at thegroveknox.org and letting us know how many in your family will be sticking around for that Grove Kids Ministry celebration. So a lot of things happening on the 15th. Another thing that will be, that'll kind of be the beginning of something on the 15th is our annual Christmas offering. And I'm really excited about this. We call it the My Sacrifice Christmas offering because we want you to get with God and pray about what your sacrifice, your sacrificial giving could be for this holiday season. And as we do every year, we have a clear plan for what we do with that offering, and we want you to know exactly where that's going to go. So 50% of all of the money that comes in for that offering will be utilized in our ministry planning and vision planning as we roll in to next year. It gives us a good end to this year and a jump start into our ministry plans for next year. And the other half of that offering, we always give it away. So 50% of the offering goes away. We give it away to ministry partners and organizations that we support and partner with. Specifically this year, we'll be giving to Adrian Burnett Elementary, who we partner with and do a lot of things with throughout the school year. So we're excited just to be able to bless the school with a gift here at Christmas so that they can just put that toward resources and needs that they may have in their school. Another portion of that, so we split it three ways. The first one's with the elementary school. The second way is with Club 180 Ministries, which is where we're sending a mission team to partner with in Kentucky here in a few weeks. So that's just going to be an extra gift, an extra blessing to them that they can use to continue making disciples and impacting families and teenagers through their ministry efforts there in Kentucky. And then we'll also be sending a portion of that offering to an organization called Mission Bulgaria. We partner with Mission Bulgaria every year to do the Christmas boxes to send to kids so that they get Christmas gifts and are able to be shared. The love of Jesus shared with them in a practical way. Also, we know it's getting declared to them through word of mouth by the people that are on the ground there. And our church has done mission trips there in the past, and so we're invested. We have a history with that organization, with Mission Bulgaria, and so I'm excited to be able to bless them in that way. So as you give, as you pray about that, I want to challenge you to sacrifice. Less for us, less things we buy for ourselves in this season is more things that we can give and be able to support these ministries as we roll into the end of the year. So I want to encourage you to pray about that. Let God lead you into what your sacrificial giving will be. That's giving above what you would normally give as you roll into this Christmas season. So there's a few ways that you'll be able to give. So you can give at any of our Sunday services or at our Christmas Eve service starting on December 15th. So on December 15th, December 22nd, or at our Christmas Eve service, if you're here for that, on the 23rd, you can give. Just be sure that you use the designated offering envelopes for the My Sacrifice Christmas offering. Now, you can also give online. You can go to our website, thegroveknox.org, and you can give there. Or you can actually give, if you're watching this and you want to jump on and go ahead and give, you can actually give. We've just set this up where you can give straight from your phone. It'll take you right to where you need to go. If you just text the word give, and I want to make sure I give you the right phone number here. This is a number set up directly with our church. It's 865-270-0111. So 865-270-0111. If you'll just text the word give to that, it'll prompt you and you'll be able to give straight from your phone. It'll take you straight to a secure page on our website where you can give that way. So I want to encourage you to give. Just make sure if you give online or through text that you designate that for the Christmas offering. So we're excited to just be able to bless people in that way. Now, as we transition into December 22nd, December 23rd, that's our Christmas services for this year. You may be thinking, well, the Grove always does Christmas Eve, so what's the plan with that? Well, with Christmas Eve falling on a Monday, we decided instead of doing two different services 2 days in a row, it was just the best use of our volunteers and our resources to still provide the Christmas Eve service, but also let that be mirrored in what we do on the 22nd. So you have your choice to pick with it falling on a Monday this year. You can or you can come to both if you want. It'll be the same songs at both services, but we know God will move uniquely in both services. So at 10:30 on December 22nd or at 6:30 in the evening on December 23rd. So I want to encourage you to come. And as you prepare for that, we don't want you to just come and be a spectator. We want you to come and participate. So there's a few ways that you can participate in our Christmas celebration services. One is by bringing someone with you. So family members, friends, bring them with you. Specifically, maybe if you have someone that God's put on your heart, coworker, neighbor even, that is maybe just struggling in their faith, going through a rough time. Maybe they just have questions about what it looks like to follow Jesus. I would encourage you, be intentional, invest and invite. So that's a strategy I'm giving you for our Christmas services. Invest and invite. Here's what that would look like. You would invite them to come with you, but then you would invest in them with a meal either beforehand or afterwards. So if it's related to Sunday, the 22nd, invite them to join you early for breakfast. Maybe that's a convenient thing to do with the Amber Restaurant, a plug for Amber right there next door to us. Or maybe you go do lunch afterwards on the 22nd. So invite them to come with you, but take some time to invest into them as well. Or if you decide to do this for the Christmas Eve date of December 23rd, that service is at 6:30, so you could squeeze in a dinner beforehand or a late dinner afterwards. But just think about ways that you can invite and invest when it comes to our Christmas Eve services. Now, once you're actually here, we want to encourage you to participate. Come early. If you can, come early for, we'll have hot chocolate, coffee, donuts, take some fun family pictures together, capture the memories together. Those are always fun. And so you can do that either before the service or after the service. But during the service, we want to encourage you to participate. Sing the songs. Let them be a reflection and a declaration of your joy and your thankfulness for the season, for the hope that you have in Jesus. And then open up your heart to how God may move in the service. Be willing to take in what it is that He might say to you. So super excited about our Christmas services, and our team, our worship team is going to be preparing hard to be ready to lead you in that. I'm excited just about what God's going to do in that service. So I want to encourage you to plan for that, invite and invest, and just enjoy all that God has for you as a church family as we roll into this Christmas season. So the last thing I'll say is a reminder that as we've done the last couple of years, we will not have a service on December 29th. So the last Sunday of this year, catch your breath. Just enjoy a Sunday at home. I will have a video post that'll go live on Facebook at 10:30. So you can log on to there and check that out on December 29th. It's kind of an end of the year, looking ahead to 2020 message that's end us up this year as a church family and launch us in the next year. But we want to have an actual gathering service where we come together. So enjoy that time together. Spend some time with family. Whatever God may lead you to do on that day. Feel free. Don't feel guilty though about having to go to a church service somewhere. It's okay, I promise. And then we'll gather back together that first Sunday in January. So anyway, I hope this is a good recap for you. Just to keep some things in front of you so that you know what's coming up over the next several weeks, because it's going to be a busy next few weeks, but one that I think God will move in and He's going to speak into your heart. Just don't be so busy that you forget to listen to the Holy Spirit as you live, work, and play. So join with us, celebrate with us. Excited about what God's going to do. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, josh@thegroveknox.org. And I look forward just to interacting with you and celebrating Jesus with you during the season. Thanks.